pressure that you would feel to deliver this state for Governor Romney, and yet how do you manage that when you're going to be needed to help sell this message in 9 or 10 other swing states where it's conceivably going to be close? How do you manage that pressure that you will put on yourself, and probably the party will feel that is rightly yours to deliver the state?
Well, I already feel the pressure. You know, I'm chairing the effort here in Ohio, and again, I'm feeling good about things because there's just a lot of volunteers who are stepping forward. I haven't seen energy and enthusiasm like this in a previous election, presidential or otherwise, and so I'm hopeful. I am helping in other states too. I'll be in Pennsylvania day after tomorrow, doing some campaigning there. The campaign has asked me to go to other states. I've been in North Carolina, New Hampshire, and so on, but my focus is going to be Ohio. And I do believe that this year Ohio could make the difference again. In 2 of the last 3 presidential elections, there would have been a different result but for Ohio.
Well, you talked a lot about, I don't want to belabor the point, but you talked a lot about duty in there. We've talked about the vice president. Do you feel a duty to, if you're asked to step up and take that role? I know you've said you're happy to stay in Ohio and whatnot, but are you feeling a sense of duty to do that?
Well, he's got lots of great choices. I truly believe that. And so, you know, my goal is to help him, and I love what I'm doing. I feel fortunate to get to represent our state in the United States Senate. When I ran for office in 2010, I did so because I was deeply concerned about the direction we were going in terms of the economy. I saw it, I felt it. I was involved in a couple of small businesses that were affected, and I still feel that way. I still feel like we're not out of the woods. You know, in fact, things are not getting better; they're getting worse. If you look at the numbers that came out yesterday, the economy is actually weakening rather than strengthening. The president made a statement this week when he was in Los Angeles saying, "We've tried our policies and they're working, and that's why you should re-elect me." Well, they aren't working, and you know the proof is in the numbers. It's not my measures or a Republican metric; it's his own. He said unemployment would go down, and it hasn't. He said that the deficit would be cut in half, it hasn't. He said the health care costs would go down, they haven't. He said that we'd be back on track now, and we're not. So it's time for a change.
We have time for one last question.
The Republican Party says you're worth 3 to 5 points if you were to join Romney on the ticket. Do you think that's an accurate assessment?
You know, I don't know. What I do know is I'm going to work my heart out for him and help him, you know, and I'm going to be chairing the campaign here in Ohio, and I do believe that once Ohioans look at the facts, where we are as a country, and then what Mitt Romney is offering, which is the tax reform, the regulatory relief, the domestic energy production that can turn this thing around, that they're going to make the right decision, which is to give Mitt Romney a chance. I look at it this way. We gave President Obama the ball, and we did it in part because he went around Ohio and other states and said, I can bring people together to solve big problems. He hasn't done it. He hasn't shown the ability to do it. I know that Mitt Romney has that ability and has that interest, and I believe that if we give Mitt Romney the ball, we're going to see America come back. I think America's promise will be kept. I think Ohio will get back on its feet, as will the country. I'm optimistic ultimately, but it's going to require a change of leadership and a change of policies.
So, Senator, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.